Hey everyone, how's it going? This is Jeremy aka Zarujarambe back again with another video on Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. On the global side, part 2 of the 8th anniversary celebration is now live, and with it we have the Extreme Z Battle and Extreme Z Awakening for the AGL LR Spirit Bomb Goku. In this video we'll be talking about team builds and tactics for taking on all 10 stages of the legendary Extreme Z Battle, and we'll get to all that information here in a minute. But first, make sure you check out that link in the description below to join the awesome Discord community. And if you haven't done so already, make sure you hit that subscribe button and that notification bell to stay up to date on future content like this. Drop a like on the video if you find any useful information, and comment down below if you have any questions or comments, or if you need additional help with team builds for the event. So let's go ahead and hop over to the Dokkan Wiki. Here we can see target Goku category units will be the effective category here. You have, of course, they'll take less damage from the Goku in this event, and then as it is a legendary Extreme Z Battle, you want to try to bring in as many LR units as you can, as they will deal more damage, as all of them have that legendary power link skill. Now, we have our 10 stages, the main stages we're worried about for getting all of our medals, Dragon Stones, and other rewards, and it does get fairly difficult towards the end of those 10 stages, so you want to make sure that you are paying attention to which units you bring in, which we'll talk about more here in a second. Here we've got our 30 Dragon Stones and other rewards, but we also have 3 additional Dragon Stones once we clear Stage 7 to make a grand total of 33 from the event overall. Now, target Goku category units here, you can see here your 2 main leads, going to be the newer unit on the global side, the Extreme STR Android 17 duo, and you also have the Extreme AGL Android 13. Now, not too bad, but, you know, we'll talk more about that in a second as far as bringing these lead units in, but, you know, you want to stick to those LRs, of course, and with tech-type units, you want to try to have type advantage and try to steer clear of your type disadvantage for these legendary Extreme Z battles. So in this case, the STR units you want to try to steer clear for the most part, but I will say this, the Android 17 duo actually does a very good job against this Goku, even though they, in most cases, I would recommend against bringing them in, but they are pretty strong. So if you have to, you can actually bring them in, which is a very rare instance that you want to bring any TURs, especially type disadvantage units, during these Extreme Z battles with the LR units, but this is an exception. But besides that, we'll go ahead and hop over here to Dokkan Battle and we'll take a look. Here's the team that I've been using to beat the event with all LR units so far. Now, mind you, any of the free-to-play units, being the Tech First Form Cell and the Int Metal Cooler Army, I do have them Extreme Z Awakened. That is important that you do that, because otherwise they kind of are kind of like wet noodles. They don't hit too hard, but either way they do help soak up some damage. But you can see I've got the 3 Tech-type LRs on the category, and then you have 3 other units that are on the target Goku category, and they don't do too bad, again, as long as you have this guy Extreme Z Awakened. But these are all Resurrected Warrior and target Goku category units, so that's one option for you there. Moving on, you also have just a straight extreme 120% lead. If you have the Int Metal Cooler Army Extreme Z Awakened with the Baba Shop coins, you can get him to 120% lead, and then you're kind of free to take in whichever units you want on the target Goku category that are LRs. So that is definitely an option. You just got to, of course, make sure you're watching what your friend lead is. Another option you can do here, you have artificial life forms with the Tech First Form Cell. Again, Extreme Z Awakened giving you 130% lead there. And again, all of these units are artificial life forms and target Goku. And if all else fails, you can get, it is a little risky, but you can bring in a Super Tech type team, because Super Tech LR units are actually, they have a pretty good pool of units right now. They will be doing plenty of damage, but they also will be taking a lot of damage if you don't watch where they're at in the rotation. So you got to be really careful about that, but it is possible. There are people on my friends list that have done it, so just take it as you will. But we'll go ahead and we'll take in the Resurrected Warrior Tech type team, and let's see what we've got here. Alright, so starting out, of course you want to put all of your Tech-type units in the heavy-hitting spots. I will say this, the one thing that I have noticed, having a, you know, if I've had any issues with this team build, it is the fact that there are a few rotations where they struggle a little on their links to get ki, so just keep that in mind. But for the most part, they should be doing plenty of damage and tanking a decent amount, which, as you can see, even still, a type advantage tech Broly is still taking, 20,000 damage per regular attack. So that tells you what it's going to look like if you bring in other units that are not what you need as far as the effective category and LRs and type advantage. So just be careful with that. Now again, there are some other team builds that you can make besides the ones that I've talked about, but the ones that I was talking about, they're probably going to be some of the more viable options. But let me know down in the comment section below which teams you guys are bringing in to beat the event. And again, if you have any additional questions for your team builds or other things, let me know down in the comments and I'll try to help you beat this event. So you can see here, this is the Worldwide Celebration LR Fizz Metal Cooler. He is not quite a year old, so he still does pretty well. And you can see he does quite a bit of damage there. And tanking, as long as you're not taking, hundreds of thousands of damage, if that's how you say it, from this event, then you are doing pretty well off. Because, as I had said earlier, the Legendary Extreme Z battles, they dish out quite a bit of damage, so that again shows you why you want to try to steer clear of STR units, because the type advantage units are still taking quite a bit there. And that's not even saying if this Goku does do his Spirit Bomb super attack, you really got to be careful who you've got in that slot, because it does a lot of damage. But there you have Stage 10 with that team that we just took in, the Resurrected Warriors / Tech type lead there with the Broly. Again, you can bring in your Duo Android 17 if you've got them, because they do have a good 170% type lead for that. But you just got to be careful again with any other STR type units. But here you can take a look at my friends list, some other team builds that people are using to beat Stage 10 and beyond for this. I don't actually have the AGL LR Golden Frieza, but he is also a viable option on some of the teams as well, so fit him on the category of your choice. But you can see there are some other options that you can do that other people are bringing in and beating up to Stage 10 as well. So just going to scroll through here for a little bit longer. As you can see, there's a lot of options. Hopefully you guys aren't having too difficult of a time beating the event. If you are, again, drop a comment down below and let me know what questions you have, what your box looks like, and I'll try to do the best I can to help you beat all 10 stages of the event. And if you want to as well, you can hop over to the Discord chat. A link for that is down in the description below, where plenty of people are willing to help out. We have an awesome community over there, so I look forward to seeing you on the Discord. And again, make sure you're hitting that subscribe button and that notification bell so you can stay up to date on future content like this. Drop a like if you found any useful information, and as always, I appreciate each and every one of you coming by and checking out the video today. We'll catch you on the next one. Signing out.